Hey guys, PJ again. Just gonna make another little video while I'm out here on this optifuel pump. I believe is what it is. It's Polaris optifuel. If you've watched any of Jiu-Jitsu 2000's videos on the Whisperlight Universal, you'll see where he uses this pump on this stove. That way you don't have to really change this valve here. I've been working with it for over a week now, and it is absolutely hands down, compared to the pump that goes with this, I don't even know how to say it. It's so micro. You can sit there and simmer, you can get it up. Plus, I mean, just to disconnect it and connect it is so much easier. You can control the pressure. The pump works a lot better. The only thing that doesn't work and didn't work as good is the filter that they had in it. They had this little bitty tiny filter, and I tried to look around here for it. I had it sitting up here somewhere, and I don't know what I've done with it. But I took it out because it got to where the stove wasn't getting pressure like it should. Like, I mean, I could, even to prime the stove, it would take forever for the fuel to get up there. So I narrowed it down, thinking that the pump was messed up or the line was blocked or whatever. I looked through the whole thing, the jets, everything, and then I come to the conclusion that the little bitty tiny filter that they had in it was already gummed up, and it wasn't letting the fuel go through it like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna try to sit this down here. Let me try to get the camera repositioned. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm gonna try to show you what I did here, and I wished I had the little filter, but they have this where you can just screw this right here off, and it just comes off right here, and then there would be a little filter down inside of it right there. And I mean, that thing is tiny. It's a little bitty filter. But all I did, because even Jiu-Jitsu 2000, he showed where he took his out. Now, I use clean fuel, so I'm not worried about all the additives and stuff like that gumming up the stove. That part I can clean out pretty good. So what I worry about is like just having bigger pieces of stuff in my bottle. So this will filter that out. You can see that, and this thing works perfect now. I'll take that off, and I'm going to show you what I did real fast. Because basically you can use a handkerchief. This is 100% cotton. I actually used a little piece of it, and I didn't like it as much. It worked, but it just wasn't tightly woven as tight as this. I got this out of my little sewing thing, and all this is it's a polyester blend. So far the fuel hasn't done anything to it. Let me show you. I have endless, I mean, I got a huge piece of this stuff. So I'm gonna cut off just this little small piece, and I'll show you what I did. Basically, you just take it, and you don't have to cut a piece this big if you don't want. And I just stick it over there, and you can't use a real thick piece, because then this won't screw on there, and you don't want to go back and forth too much, because if it's too thick of material, then it'll rip it. I don't know if that'll focus on there, but you can tell. Now, one way, let's see if I can get this to show up on camera. Can you see? I don't know if I can get it to do it where you can actually see down in there. You can't see it like I can, but that's a real tight filter. And then from there, I do, I just take my little scissors. Now, out in the field, if this thing was to stop completely up, I probably wouldn't even worry about doing this. I just take it out and run it just like the instructions for the thing says. Just run it just like it is till I got home. I'm trying to do this on camera and it's not working out real well. Which, these little scissors on this thing right here ain't that great. They work, but they ain't that great. And since this one's a polyester blend, what I'll do is I'll take my lighter and I'll just kind of melt it right down there. And you don't have to worry about it melting inside of here because there's not going to be no flame. But that's it. And then you've got this little, just like that. And I've been using it flawless. I mean, it's worked perfect since I've done it. With the filter that come in it, it didn't take but probably 50 burns for it to get so gummed up that it just didn't want to work. So now this will work even if you're not using this for the whisper light like I am. If you're actually using this for the Polaris, for the stove it's made for, same thing. If you get to where it's not working, this is so much easier than buying those little tiny filters they've got. I mean, they got some little filters on them, and they're not, I mean, you can buy it in a kit and get like 2, but I mean, if you have to change it that regularly, I'd rather just do this, because this is going to keep any of the big stuff that's in your bottle out, and any of the additives and all that stuff's going to burn up in your stove anyway. And so far, I mean, I haven't had to clean the stove no more, and I cook my coffee on it every morning. So just food for thought, guys. I mean, if you're looking for a little better filter for the Polaris optifuel pump, or there's another one they make, I'm not even sure what it's called. I'm sure it'd work on that too, because they got the same little thing right here. And that's it. If you want to change it in the field, I just carry a little bitty piece with me in my kit. And you can see how tight. I mean, that makes a good little screen. But nothing real important, but nice little do-it-yourself, so you don't have to sit there and worry about putting them little bitty filters in that thing and watching them gum up 100 times. But that's it, guys. Y'all have a good one. Get outside, go hiking, just enjoy the day. That's what I'm about to do here shortly. But y'all have a good one.